The governor's property tax work group is considering a plan to freeze taxes for seniors 65 and older who earn less than $50,000 a year. Instead of the state covering that cost, the unpaid part would become a lien on the home, which would come due when that property is either sold or the owner passes away. Here to talk about how this could impact low-income seniors in our area is Mike Wilson, director of SCOPE, also known as the Senior Citizens Opportunity for Personal Endeavor. Thank you so much for joining us, Mike.
My pleasure. Thanks, Lindsay.
Yeah, so how common is it for seniors to struggle with outstanding debt?
Yeah, very common, especially our lower income seniors. The services that we offer at Scope through our senior centers and our support services and social service activities just dramatize how bad it can be for seniors.
And the goal at SCOPE is to help seniors maintain their independence, to, be part of their community. And for many, tackling their debt can give them that sense of freedom. So what resources are available right now if we have a local senior that needs some help?
Well, there's quite a few. If they're a veteran, it's an easier proposition because we have a division that deals with veterans with SCOPE. So we can help them quite if they need jobs, if they're homeless. We work with resume writing, things of that nature, but we also do that for seniors. One of the big things we're dealing with right now, Lindsay, is technology training. Many people are getting their cell phones. They don't know how to use them, or they got iPads or computers, and we're constantly working with seniors every day with helping teach them.
And what issues could you foresee coming from the governor's property tax idea, this proposal from his group that if a senior's debt could then act as a lien on the home, would you worry about the government taking away the homes or leaving them without any assets to pass down?
That certainly could be a concern for our seniors. It's going to be very confusing with what they're doing too right now with it too. It's not like the homestead exemption where we know that their value is now lowered by a certain amount, so they're paying less on the taxes with it too. So it could concern some of the family members or the senior they're ready to sell or they're forced to move out their homes. What
if the lien surpasses the value of the home?
Good question. That's something that I don't understand yet about reading their information that they have available to. It could be something that's very interesting, but again, I don't know the total amount that it would actually save per year with the taxes that would go against what they're doing with it too. So sorry about that call coming in.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are curious about how that's going to work out. When a senior does pass away, what happens if that house was left to someone else? Do you think that maybe they'd inherit a portion potentially?
Yeah, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not qualified to deal with those type of legal issues on what it's going to do to the family, but it's certainly something that the family members are going to have to deal with if there's a lien, just like any other lien that a contractor put on a home or property. That could be a big problem with it. So,
and right now, what happens when a senior does have outstanding debts? Do you work with people to help them find resources that way?
Yes, we do what we can. We also have people on staff that work with budgeting issues to help out. I know Help Network does a great job of working with people that actually can't afford to just take care of their bills, so they could be represented payee, working with those type of situations to help them, support them, pay their bills, and then maybe have an allowance that they're able to get monthly to live their lives.
All right, I know SCOPE has so many resources. Meg, thank you so much for joining us as we watch to see what the state decides to do. Like, again, this is just a proposal for people watching, but an interesting one at that. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on.